Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you tonight's inductee for the Hall of Fame, Mr. John Nation.
Hello, everyone.
Johnny, tonight we stand here and talk about our loved ones, our heroes. And there is someone very special, my friend, being inducted tonight. And I will turn the time over to you, brother.
She's the reason why I got into the sport to begin with. My mom originally came up with the idea of watching wrestling. My mom was a fan off and on for years, and she decided that I should watch wrestling to find out, what it's like and what it's about. Best move I ever could have made because it got me started in the business. So without Mom, there wouldn't have been an EOW. So it's my honor to induct Robin Nation, my mother, into the inspirational section of the Hall of Fame. Mom, you truly deserve this.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we speak of parents, guardians, great protectors, I look no further than my grandparents, Rudd and Dion Schofield. They provided for me ever since I was a young boy. They were there for me, no matter how drunk I got, no matter what kind of trouble I was in. There's one place that I will always call home, and that is with Grandma and Grandpa. They put up with years of us doing wrestling in their house, me dragging all my friends over. I guess in short, they put up with me growing up. So tonight, Grandma and Grandpa, I know you're proud of me, and tonight, I'm so proud of you. Welcome to the inspirational section of the Hall of Fame. As I said earlier, sometimes in order to get through life, you've got to be brave. You've got to survive here and there. You must survive challenges. And when I think of people like that, I think no further than my cousins, Shaylee and Mackenzie Adams. They had a terrible disease in the late 90s, and they went in for bone marrow transplants. Mackenzie was the sole survivor. We lost our sweet Shaylee December 12th, 2000. She was 16 years old, and her biggest dream in life, she wanted to attend prom. So we buried her in her prom dress. She was the most angelic, wonderful person you could ever meet. And we love you, Shay Shay. Now we go to Mackenzie. Oh, that Kinsey. Kinsey made it. Kinsey lived. We were best friends growing up. She is actually the sister of Hall of Famer Casey Adams, as a matter of fact. Yeah. Thank you. Kinsey is definitely someone that I look up to. You know, being blind in life, a lot of people tend to look up to you. Well, Mackenzie, tonight, I look up to you, my cousin. She has a wonderful husband in Marshall. He's a great guy. I call him the Giant. And Mackenzie, tonight, you and Shaylee are welcome into the inspirational section of the Hall of Fame. Welcome to royalty. I remember about 5 years ago, I went down to Price, Utah. And I only knew a couple of people. But spending time down there with my buddy Art Sanchez and his boy Cody, I met Cody's girlfriend at the time, who would become a dear friend of mine, Miss Priscillian Garcia. You talk about a wonderful young lady, a loyal friend. We had many a drinks together. We'd sit around the campfire and talk. We could talk for hours. She got me through many breakups. She encouraged me anytime I had a new girlfriend or whatever the case may be. And she passed away last year, November 30th, 2018, in a tragic accident, leaving behind a 2-year-old boy. Son, I want you to know, if you ever hear this, what a wonderful woman your mother was. What a wonderful friend your mother was. When I found out about her passing just about a month and a half ago, I cried for 3.5 hours. So I want to say tonight, my dear friend Priscillian, I love you and I miss you. You know, heroes come in all types. But when your hero is your big brother, well, that's a little different. That's someone who is invincible. That's someone who can do no wrong, at least in the eyes of a 16-year-old boy. Justin and I used to go watch him play basketball. He used to be on the Junior Jazz League. I remember my grandparents and we'd go out and pick him up. And I'd be so excited. I was 5, 6 years old. I'd be so excited. We'd go get him, and we'd stay together all weekend, and I'd try and get him to fight me. Try and get him to box, and he would never want to do that. One of his favorite things was Grandma had a little sandwich maker. She'd make him pizza sandwiches. That's what he liked. You know, Justin had his issues. He had his problems, like everybody else. So I can't judge him, and I won't. He was my brother, man. Justin lost his life February 26th, 2007, the day after I turned 17. To say I was devastated was an understatement. But my brother, no matter how many years go by, I'll never let you die. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. You know, my friends, as we've stated off and on all night, heroes come in many forms. Sometimes they come in forms of friends. Sometimes they come in forms of that stranger on the sidewalk who helps you for 10 minutes. Sometimes they come in the form of a family member or a teacher or somebody. In this case, my hero was my lover, my Jamie. I met Jamie in January of last year. And she was my saving grace. I remember the first night we met, we made macaroni and cheese and chicken in my cast iron skillet, watched movies and talked like we'd known each other for years. And, you know, at first I was just thinking, well, you know, I don't know. But then, well, I'm sure like a lot of guys, I decided that I liked her. And so I brought her flowers and I asked her out. And I'm glad I did. About a month after Jamie and I met, I discovered a lump on my left testicle that was believed to be cancerous. And on April 27th, 2018, I went in for surgery. That woman stuck by me through everything, through thick and thin. She would come over, lay in bed with me, and just comfort me when I was sick and in pain. She'd make me dinner, make sure I was taken care of, bring me medicine. My family loved her, still do to this day, as a matter of fact. I took Jamie to my high school graduation last year. Gave her my ring, everything. You know, sometimes a relationship doesn't work out. And in the end, ours didn't. But Jamie, it's like I told you on the phone. And it's like I'm saying here tonight. I will love you always, regardless of who comes into our lives or how many years go by. My love, welcome to the Hall of Fame. All right, folks, we'll be right back.